Hey guys, it is your coach Tanya Griss, sweaty coach Tanya Griss, I should say. Finishing off my hydrate. Today was speed 4.0. As you can see, I look like I literally took a shower, did not dry off, and threw my workout clothes on. But if this was smell-o-vision, you would know that is not what I did. I am just drenched. For the good though, it was a good workout. I modified some, which is okay with me. Ain't no shame in my game. For me, my mindset when I do my workouts is I have to keep moving. When they say, go ahead, take a break, get water, that's good, but I kind of keep moving because you don't want to just like shock your heart and go from jumping, or working, and it being really high to all of a sudden, to a stop. So I always try to keep myself moving a little bit. So I implemented something today that I learned in my personal development, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So it's called the 5-second rule, and it's a book called The 5-Second Rule. I can actually put a link to Amazon for the book if anybody's interested in reading it, but this is how it helped me, and I'm trying to implement it in a lot more aspects than just getting my ass out of bed, but I'm trying to implement it whenever I have a hard time. Like if I know I have to do something and I have to get it done, I'm putting it off, I'm utilizing the rule. Today I utilized it to get up. So let me explain it to you. Good morning, guys. I see you hopping on. So let me explain to you what it means. Okay, so this morning, I had a really rough night. You know, relationships are not easy. And there was definitely, you know, some things that were talked about last night. So we were up really late and, you know, talking and trying to figure things out. And I was exhausted, needless to say, when my alarm went off. And I did hit snooze once. And I told myself before I went to bed, I did not want to hit snooze. I wanted to get up when the alarm went off. Well, I failed. And so I hit snooze. So once the second alarm went off and I went to go turn it off, I told myself, 5-second rule. And what that is if there's something that you just need to attack, an action that you need to do, you count down from 5. Almost like when you know, they're gonna blast rockets off and stuff like that in the shuttle, they count down. That's actually where this rule stems from. The lady that wrote the book, she was watching a shuttle take off and they counted down and she's like, that's what I need to do. I need to rocket myself out of bed. So I told myself, you're gonna do the 5-second rule. So I'm laying there after I turned off the alarm, morning, and I just laid there and I was like, all right, 5-second rule. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, out of bed. Because it takes 5 seconds to make a whole bunch of excuses as to why you can't do something. 5 frickin' seconds. So change that mindset and in 5 seconds, count yourself down to the fact that you're going to do it. It wasn't easy because it was the first time that I've implemented it, but it'll get easier as it goes. Like tomorrow, I need to get up at like 5:15 because I have a lot of stuff to do in the morning. I've got to get all my work done before I take the kids shopping. We're gonna go school clothes shopping. I like to do school clothes shopping way before everybody else because I can't stand the crowds at the shopping mall. I'd rather shop online, but the kids have to try things on. So we're doing it tomorrow. My mom took off and the 4 of us are gonna go spend the day at the mall. But I wanna get all my work done before I go so I can just relax and enjoy myself with the kids and my mom. So I'm gonna have to implement this again tomorrow. But it really, really helped. So say you're having a hard time. Say you work out at home like I do and you're having a hard time and you wanna press play but you're having a hard time. You need to tell yourself, hey mom, you need to tell yourself, 5-second rule. 5-second rule. And once you're count down to that 5 seconds, get those workout clothes on and get yourself to whatever area. For me, it would be my garage. Count down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just do it. Without thinking. That's the whole premise behind the 5-second rule is count down and action without thinking. Just take the action. Surprisingly, it worked for me. I like to try to implement things and see if they work. That's why I do this personal development. So I can learn new things, implement them, and see how they work for me. Not everything is gonna work for me like it's worked for other people, but I like to try them. And I figured I was having a hard time, so why not try to implement it? And it really, really worked. So, just like the 5-second rule, if you drop a piece of food, In that 5 seconds, you're like, oh, it's clean, I'll eat it, right? So utilize that 5 second rule in all other aspects, you guys. I'm telling you, it really, really, really worked. So say, okay, here's an example. Say you're having negative thoughts about your relationship, okay? Right when that negative thought comes in, I want you to do the 5 second rule and think of something positive after you say one. So that's my call to action to you, is to try to implement this 5 second rule in all aspects, all aspects. If you normally have a negative attitude at your job, before you walk in, as you're walking up to the door to get into your office, do the 5 second rule that you're going to keep a positive mindset and look for all the good for that day. So you're just gonna 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just do it. Put it into action. It's a great way to just blast yourself into the better version of you. I'm sure I will be implementing this a lot more. Like I said, I'm definitely implementing it tomorrow morning because it's been a while since I've gotten up in the 5 o'clock time frame because it's summertime. I don't have to get up that early, but you know what? I'd rather get up that early and have all my work done before the kids get up. That way we can go do something, or even if it's just lounging on the couch, watching TV shows or movies all day, at least I can be with them 100%, not my face in my computer working while we're watching a movie. So, you know, I have a reason, a good why to get up at that time, but I'm having a hard time getting up. So I'm also gonna try to implement this. So my call to action to you today is to think of something that you really, really, really been wanting to do, but you've had a hard time implementing and you've had a hard time doing it and hitting that goal, and I want you to incorporate this 5 second rule into that goal. So say your goal is to meal prep on Sundays, but you haven't been doing it, and you know it's gonna make your week easier, but you just for some reason have not done it. I want you to 5 second rule that shit, and I want you to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, open the refrigerator, get all your food out and start food prepping on Sunday. Pick a time. At 11 o'clock, I'm gonna food prep. When 11 o'clock hits, count yourself down and get it done. I promise you. Hey, Desiree, how are you, sweetie? I promise you, the 5 second rule will help in anything that you need. Anything that you need, okay? So my call to action is to implement. If you're unsure how to implement it, if there's something that you're really going for and you're like, I don't really know how to implement the 5 second rule, comment below, message me through here, or message me on my personal page. I'm sure most of you are on my personal page, and I can help you figure out how to implement it. It's so important to learn new things, and it's so important to implement what you learn to help yourself. But I'm telling you, it worked for me today. I was pleasantly surprised because, you know, sometimes I'm reading these things, I'm like, yeah, that probably wouldn't work, but I'll try it. Or, oh, that'd be awesome if that works, you know? Because like I said, some things work for some people that don't work for others, but I'm telling you, that 5 second rule worked for me because I turned it off and I laid on my pillow like this. I'm like, I really don't want to get up, but I have to get up. I have so much I have to do, and I got to check into my groups, and I got to check in with the team, and blah, blah, blah. And the list is going on and on and on in my head of everything I had to do. And then I was like, 5 second rule. Let's just do that. 5 second rule. So when I say 1, I am jumping my ass out of bed like a rocket. And it worked. It worked. So 5 second rule your life. I would love to know what you're going to use the 5 second rule for. So if you're willing to share, comment in the comment thread here what you are going to use that 5 second rule for. And again, if you guys want the link to the book, let me know, and I'll put the link here, but it is a great book. You can get audio version if you're someone that doesn't like to read. But I, right now, am going to go get my Recover and enjoy that yummy chocolatiness. And I am going to make myself some breakfast, and I'm gonna get my book out and get some more reading done because I wanna see what else I can implement with this 5 second rule. Now I'm interested to see what more of the book, like I've already learned a lot. I learned how to do the 5 second rule and I implemented it and it worked. What else can I learn from this book? And I will share with you more things that I've learned, but I will see you guys later. Have a great day, and don't forget, use that 5 second rule today. Bye.